All right, guys, so it is already next weekend, but it's already Sunday and it's like 2 o'clock right now. And luckily at least I have all my parts finally prepped, but it is super windy outside, so I don't know how I'm gonna get it painted, considering there's construction going on right across the street, and there's dust and leaves and a bunch of wind going on outside. So definitely like the worst painting conditions. I mean, it is warm out, which is good, but kind of need a nice isolated area so that the paint won't get stuff in it. But anyways, I got the mirrors all prepped, and you can see that side is all taped off too. So mirrors are finally all prepped. I took the door handles off, got those prepped, and as you guys can see the marker lights right here, wondering what those are from, I got my headlights all torn apart and prepped also. They kind of sucked taking apart. I actually got a blister on my finger right there because the silicone was just so hot, but I finally got them. And this is the second battery tray out of my other truck, but obviously my other truck doesn't have a second battery. It's the same kind of truck as this. So I took it because I will be adding a second battery in here, and I figured might as well paint it blue just because I am OCD like that and stuff. As you can tell, everything else is blue. Painted all that stuff blue. Even that battery tray for the first battery is blue, if you guys can see that. So I'm just switching it over to this truck because I am adding a second battery for all the accessory stuff, so it works out perfect like that. And if you guys haven't seen already, I got my tail lights all prepped too, so I'm just waiting on being able to paint everything. Everything's finally prepped, so I'm painting headlights, tail lights, door handles, even the handle for the tailgate and the bezel, mirrors. I'm painting both bumpers, the hood, the box, the tailgate, and I think that's about everything. The second battery tray. I think that's everything though. If I do decide to do any interior stuff, I'll just do that at another time. Like, I already have so many parts to be painted. Like, I think I can manage to paint them all in one session. At least that's my big goal. But at some point, I do want to repaint this coil spring because it did fall over just before I was able to get it put in, which sucks because it's the side that you see. But I gotta fix the alignment too, so I gotta deal with all that still. But we'll get there eventually. But this is the priority right now, getting it all, one solid color and hopefully matching, and going from there. So I just finished prepping everything, so now I gotta figure out what I want to do because it is not the best conditions outside, like I said. So I'll try and figure something out and get back to you guys. All right, guys, so as far as painting the parts goes, I wasn't able to get the box pulled off. I had all the bolts out. I tried using the engine hoist, or the cherry picker, and it just didn't work. I have chains back there, and it was pulling out basically pulling out the box side. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just leave it on. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna order new box sides for it and fix it all up so it doesn't rust out again, because I already had to bundle this up once and just keeps on bubbling. So I'm gonna do new box sides and new wheel wells and just replace all that so that you get a nice new seam. And the other wheel wells actually got a rust hole in it and it's getting really thin. So I painted everything for the front and the rear bumper. So here's the hood. It's kind of cold out, so you can kind of see a little haze on it, but that should hopefully go away. Got the headlights right there. They had the same thing and that already went away, but I'm a little tired from bringing it all in. I actually had my dad come down and help me get the bumpers in. So here's the rear bumper. Turned out really nice. Here's the front bumper. Also turned out really nice. Everything turned out really nice except a lot of bugs kept on landing in the hood. So hopefully the hood's not too bad, and hopefully I can clean it up. But door handles look way better, so that's a big plus. The mirrors turned out really good, I think. This one's just got a little dry spot right there, but I was trying to be so careful that I didn't get any runs at all in them. Because if you guys have been watching the channel, I painted a set of tow mirrors for the truck way back before it even looked anything like this. It was actually still the original color. I changed the whole color and everything. And those mirrors, they had runs all down them and just did not turn out good. I was super careful when I painted these, and it looks like it paid off. So I cannot wait for them to dry up and get the tape off of them and get a good look at them. But you know, they're not perfect. There's actually one run. That's the only run I've seen. I was trying to be so careful, but I might be able to, you know, sand that out. And then here are the headlights. And then next weekend, I wanted to paint all the rear stuff at the same time. I mean, I already had the rear bumper all prepped and ready to be painted, so I just drug it outside instead of, you know, basically having to re-prep it and stuff like that. I wanted to just get it done and over with. But next weekend, I should be painting the box, which hopefully get some new box sides put on it. And then here's the spot I was talking about right there. You can see how bad that is. So I want to get all that replaced and then paint the whole box. I'm gonna try to paint underneath it if I can too, and then paint that shield because all my other shields got painted. I just didn't do anything with the box. And under the cab's all painted, just under the box isn't, as you can see. So gotta paint the box, the tailgate, and then the tail lights, and then the second battery tray, and then the handle and the little bezel piece for around the tailgate. So all that will be just next weekend. But yeah, so looking forward to putting these parts on. So stay tuned for that in the next one. All right, guys, so I am back, and it's been probably like 5 hours now. And I started with the front bumper here, and I took all the paper and tape off of it. I saved this piece of tape because it looked really cool. I think I have a picture of it. So there you go. I guess I'll hold on to that and you know, see what happens. But anyways, everything has turned out so good. Like, I am so happy with how everything turned out. And the only run I've noticed so far is on the mirror, because I don't know what I did. I don't know if I tried spraying in there or something, but I think clear coat ran down the tape here and dripped on that, and then it kind of ran down. But I should be able to fix that with a sanding stone, because I got a bunch of other runs to fix on the body. But I had the same problem with the base coat, and I don't even know if you can notice it. It's really hard to notice, but I had the same problem and I tried fixing it. But yeah, and so I already took off a piece of tape off of the mirror, and I untaped the headlights, which the headlights look amazing. I am very happy with how all this turned out. And so that tape from the mirror right there, I put up by the truck. And guys, look at how close I got that. Like, you know, that's gotta be, I mean, I don't know. You know, obviously you gotta put it on the truck first to know. But from here, like, I'm happy with how it looks so far. Obviously the whole truck's like really dirty, but like, you know, wet sand and buff this, because obviously I didn't do anything to it yet, and it needs to be wet sanded and buffed. But you know, with it all clean, like, that's It's just gonna look so good. So no matter what, it is so much better than what it was before. And yeah, I just can't wait to get it all put back on, get my front headlights back together. And I still gotta tint the marker lights. That's the last thing left for the lights. And then yeah, just waiting for it to dry. I can get my mirrors put on. And then I gotta figure out how to wire these up because they're power folding and stuff like that. And my truck never had the features that all the features that these mirrors have. So I gotta figure out how to wire it up and get all the features working. So it gives me something else to do. And then I got a new light bar for this because the old one, I don't know if it burned out already or what, but I just ordered a new one. So I'll have to get that installed before I put the front bumper on, just because once it's on, it is so tight to try and get the bolts in it that you're best to just do it the way it is. But you know, we got to open up the shop in the morning, so I kind of got to put my bumpers on, or I don't know what I'm going to be doing with them. But definitely don't want them to get scratched, so the best place would be to put them on. So we'll see what happens. And I haven't looked over the hood too closely yet, but it's got a lot of junk in it. And I think I recovered it, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I was really worried about the sides matching and right here, because I didn't get the edges fully painted the last time, so you could see how it had like a little bit of primer there. It wasn't fully covered, and it just really bothered me. So hopefully I am happy with how all this turned out, so then we can finally, you know, start finishing up the body and getting it finalized. But like I did say, still got wet sand and buff it and fix a few spots. But it's just one step closer. And then I just gotta worry about the back part, which I've already talked about in maybe the earlier in this video or the last video. And yeah, just trying to get the body all finished on this thing, and then we can work on the lighting and the sound system, and still gotta figure out the alignment, but you know, one thing at a time. So I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Alright guys, so it is now Monday night, and the last clip that you guys just saw was Sunday night. So it's been a full 24 hours since I painted all the parts, and this morning we were able to get my bumper and my hood put on, just because, you know, we had to work today, so all my stuff had to be out of here. And I had my dad helping me, and of course he scratched my bumper, so I'm gonna have to try and fill that in or do something about that. Luckily the grill should cover most of that, if not all of it, but you know, I had no other choice but to have him help me, and you know, that happened. So just gotta live with it. But at least that stuff's on, and so now I can start putting my lights in the front bumper and stuff, because I should be able to get the headlights in there. At least I was able to take them out by just loosening the bolts and kind of tilting it down, so I shouldn't have to take it off again, unless I want to color sand and buff it, but that's for later on. I got the mirrors put on. They look so nice. Same with that side. And I also got the door handles put on. As you can see, everything's looking pretty good. It doesn't help that the whole truck is super dirty, but as you can see, I mean, matches pretty good, I'd say. So the only thing that's not on is the wiper arms, and then I still got to build my headlights, which I was trying to spray tint the marker lenses. And this is the stuff out of the rattle can, which I don't like how it turned out at all. So I'm probably just going to be peeling that stuff off, and I'm just going to have to try and tint them with like window tint. I think that's what people usually use. But I want it to look like that in the end. Because, you know, that's a smoked lens. Obviously, it's supposed to light up through there. And I just hate how this just looks so dull. And I don't know, it just doesn't look good at all. So if I could get it to kind of match the mirrors, that would look so nice and just make the mirrors just, you know, look right. And, you know, I don't like having the yellow and like the red and stuff anyways. So if I got my marker lights and reflectors matching the smoke lenses on the mirrors, and then the lens right there will match when I tint the windshield and, you know, windows, like it already matches this, you know, that looks pretty good. And then I got the rain guards or whatever you want to call them that I'll probably be putting on the windows. And yeah, so should be looking pretty good then. So I guess next up I gotta try and tint these. I gotta try and tint these and see how that goes. So I don't know. I've heard of them using a heat gun to try and stretch it over the edges. So I mean, I don't know. I'll just see what happens and see how it goes. So hopefully I can. I'm just worried about these mainly because these actually light up. Honestly, these could be like pitch black. It don't really matter. I could just spray paint them. But these ones actually have to light up because this is my turn signal and this is my marker light. And they are built into the headlights. So that's the next thing to tackle. And also I got to order more paint for when I do the rear of the truck here because, well, also I got to order bed sides or the outer skins and then the wheel wells. So I gotta try and get all that done this week. I gotta order paint so I can paint it all. And I gotta paint, you know, obviously the whole box. I kind of want to paint underneath it too. Not sure yet. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to hold it up. But if I can get it up and in the air, I'd like to paint it all. I got the tail lights, the tailgate, and the tailgate handle and the little housing around it, and then the second battery tray. That should be everything, unless I want to repaint something else, but that should be about it. So there's not much more left to paint. Hopefully I can be getting my headlights done soon too, so that I can have the front end all done and together. And you know, she's almost roadworthy again, so, or road legal ish, you know. Should have everything to be on the road, but obviously, you know, road laws. But yeah, so besides that, the hood needs to be adjusted a little bit, but you know, minor details. It's good for now. It's on there. So there you guys have it. And I'll try and get some more work done here, and by the time you guys see it again, hopefully we'll be even closer to having a finished product. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying, and man, these mirrors just turned out so good. Let me know what you think of the mirrors. And that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed.